Okay, so just to kind of wrap up this series, we're just going to walk through each of the steps. The thesis of this series was that you're more powerful than your problems, you're more important than your problems, you can move on from your problems, right? And the first step in that situation is to say, this is not going to break me. That I'm not going to be laid up in the bed till the day I die. Nope, not going to happen. Or I'm going to be hanging out. I'm going to be hanging out in the funny farm. Nope, not going to happen. That's step number one. It's not going to break you. Number two, it's not going to end you. Okay? Listen, it is not going to end you. Your story is not complete. Your story and my story are ever evolving. We are writing the story as we speak. If you get a problem, if you get a situation, it's not going to end you. And you don't have to end yourself. You're going to rise above the situation. Okay? It's not going to end you. Number three, you can find a way to adjust. You absolutely can find a way to adjust. Like I said, we'll just use just the diet as the simplest example, saying, well, I need my cookies. I need my cookies. I need my cookies. In that moment, you might not see a way to not eat the cookies. But if you resolve yourself to say, I'm not going to eat the cookies, you can actually find a way to not eat the cookies and not eat them consistently. You might not see that solution at that time. You might not see the path to that solution at that time, but you can find a way to not eat the cookies. You can absolutely adjust. You might not want to adjust. You might be kicking and screaming the whole time while you're adjusting, but you can adjust. And you can apply that to anything. It doesn't matter if it's as simple as I need to get a new job, or I need to get rid of that boyfriend, or I need to get rid of that girlfriend, or I need to find a boyfriend, I need to find a girlfriend. It doesn't matter. You can adjust. So just believe that you can adjust. Now you got to decide if it's going to be worth the adjustment, right? Now don't not everything that presents itself should be exploited immediately, right? I mean, it's like, yes, you can adjust to say, I can get a significant other. Is that a good idea though? Should I do that? Maybe. You got to decide if it's worth an undertaking, but you got to believe you can adjust. And then you can find a way to learn from it. You can find what the root cause is. You can find what the root cause is. And then you can find how to apply that root cause. You can apply the response to that root cause. Because once you find what the root cause is, then you can find the solution. Or you can find the path to the solution. And then, like I said, you can harness it. You can harness that solution. You got to believe to say, God damn it, I know what I need to do, and I'm going to be able to do it. Because if you don't believe it, then why did you even start? I found what the root cause is. I found the response. I can execute on the response. I can apply that response consistently. And I may need to adjust, and that's okay. But I can do it. And then penultimate, you can find a way to move on. Even if it is a major life adjustment, even if it is a major life shift, you can move on. It doesn't have to be the end of the story. It doesn't have to say, okay. It doesn't have to be just this catastrophic something or the other. That you can move on. Your story doesn't end. That you can find a new way to do what you want to do. You might find something you didn't even know about. And it might be the most important thing in your life. And you found it dealing with a problem. That sounds really good to me. To say that I was dealing with ABC problem, but in dealing with ABC problem, I found the most important thing in my world. God damn. I mean, if you just want to talk about just transforming your problems into solutions, if you just want to talk about, being an alchemist, to say, I'm turning my pain into purpose. I'm turning my problems into lifelong joy. I mean, goddamn. Like, who would not want that? Like, to me, that sounds amazing. To say that I had a problem with alcohol, I had a problem with drugs, I had a problem with pornography. And the road I took to dealing with that showed me the most important thing in my world. It showed me the thing that I want to get up for in the morning. That's what I mean by transforming your problems. That's what I mean by being more important than your problems. Being more powerful than your problems. Look at the good that came from it. And you wouldn't have encountered it unless you were dealing with your problems. And then last but not least, you're going to find a way to integrate it, which probably ties into that whole, what I just said. But integrating it means you're just fully accepting the whole 9 yards. You're fully accepting the problem. You're fully accepting the solutions. And you're fully accepting the good that's coming from it. You are more important than your problems. You are more powerful than your problems. Your problems are probably showing you things that you need to adjust, which then in turn might be leading you to even bigger and better things. Your story is not finished. My story is not finished. We are writing this story as we speak. Let's keep writing it together. See ya.